Hi, this is Rain Pryor, and you're watching ShayStar.com.
I just had to approach you, baby. I know just who you are. I try to send you a drink, but you refuse. Forget those other dudes. I know that's not what you used to. You seem like the prototype.
Oh my God, you look sick. This is so crazy. And I got flowers too.
Yes, I had to.
Feel
You
so
ready?
professional.
Absolutely. ShayStar.com, live on the street, live on the scene in NYC. And look who I have the absolute pleasure to run into. It is Rain Pryor, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, everyone. Hi,
Oh
Shay.
my gosh, like it is such amazing to meet you finally.
You.
Like I'm a big fan of your father, and this is like an honor to be able to meet you and talk to you today. Doesn't she look just like her daddy? I mean, I'm just saying. Rain Pryor, guys, like, let's just get right into it. Please let the people know who you are and what it is that you do.
People right now.
We are really live right now, I'm just letting you know.
What do I have a solo show off Broadway called Fried Chicken and Latkes that this lovely lady actually behind you is seeing today, and it's been running for a year, which is amazing for an off-Broadway show to keep running.
Yes.
It's all been word of mouth, so tweet, Facebook, whatever you can do to get people to come. Till we get to that next place where we can actually have someone who will actually pay for advertising and make it happen. And I also have a nonprofit in Baltimore. Wow. Marilyn, you're from Delaware, right? Yes, I have a nonprofit for inner city kids in Baltimore. That's what I do. Yay! And I'm a mommy.
Oh my gosh, shout out to the mom. It's Father's Day tomorrow, but you know, if it wasn't for us mothers, it wouldn't be no fathers, you know?
Right. A bunch of baby daddies. All right, babies.
Okay.
Daddies.
Yes. Well,
Happy Daddy's Day.
Well, since we're talking about fathers, you know, I have to ask, what was it like growing up with one of the biggest icons in our community, Richard Pryor? Like, what was that experience like?
My dad was awesome. He was hands-on type of dad. He could be really serious as a dad. He wasn't over-the-top funny. He was actually very shy. He loved having family around him. That was very important, to have his kids, to have his grandmother, to have uncles, aunts, hookers, name it. You know, they had to be there. So that's what it was like, and that's how we grew up. We grew up with this sense of community. And then it got crazy, because that's what happens when you're a celebrity, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we're going to talk about the play a little bit, you know, especially dealing with the interracial and the racism and coming up. So what was it like for you coming up in the 70s and 80s where interracial relationships and racism was at an all-time high? You
know, it was a different time than it is now. It's like my daughter, you know, her daddy has brown skin, so, you know, but she's gold like me. Like, she has a big gold hair and her golden skin, and, you know, her perception of color is completely different than when I was growing up. You know, I got called the N-word. I had crosses burned on my front lawn. I had the N-word painted on the side of my home because my mom was a militant. My mom was white and Jewish, but she thought she was a black militant, and she spoke up. And in Beverly Hills during that time, that wasn't something that you saw. And in terms of the culture at the time, you know, European Jews had just started to come over from the 40s and on, you know, and change. So it was a very close-knit kind of community. So someone like me was like, oh, that's different, and that could be a threat to us. And so it took a while before things in the world, as you see, start to change, but we're still not there. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've changed, but we still have an issue with color. There's a little girl, that little girl on the Cheerios commercial.
Yeah, what's
you know,
that
biracial,
crazy?
right? She has a mixed family, and everyone's like going nuts about it. It's like, really? Like, we're still not past that? We have a mixed president, so we can't even talk about that. Yes. It's just like, so we're, as much as we move forward, we go back too. So we have to kind of keep showing up as ourselves. And you know, I would say my spiritual practice, my maintenance, is about ancestors. So it's encompassing who we are as African Americans, but who we are, how we have to show up in the world is how we have to be, if that makes sense. We don't get to wobble. We have to be who we say that we are.
You can't be on both sides of the fence.
Right, you kind of have to show up.
Stereotypes and everything.
Right, you have to show up, you know, and so we have...
Yeah, we're getting it all right now.
What's so funny, I want to point out, Shay, and you better put this on your thing. This is not a phone booth. He is on the phone, but it is not a phone booth. And he's standing there yapping, and we're doing an interview, and he don't care. See, that's comedy, and that is New York City.
She has an amazing sense of humor and a character, man. Shout out to Dad, because I'm pretty sure that came all from right there.
It was not a phone booth.
Rain, I have to say, we're
smoking a cigarette.
Look, he don't care at all. Are we still recording?
He's like, I'm trying to park my car.
Dude, and we're like taking over the street right now. Look, Rain got fans in the window. Like, this is really real right now. Like, say hello. You are live on Shay Star TV right now. No, but it was a pleasure to meet you, and you are an amazing person, and I love what you're doing in the community. So anything that you need, promo-wise, shows, whatever, you do not hesitate to let me know.
She's a goofball.
Look, we love it. You have to have a personality, you know, and it's hard to come by people who have grown up with celebrity status that are really down to earth.
Not all celebrities' kids are messed up, all right? You make a choice. You either snort or you don't. I'm just saying. I chose not to.
Now she's going to do stand-up for us.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just saying. Can I tell you?
Please let them know.
I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
You make a choice, so.
Let the people know where they can find you at. Twitter, Facebook,
you can find me. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, on Facebook, not on Instagram.
You need to get on Instagram.
That's what everyone says.
I'm telling you right now.
If I take a naked picture, it's going to show up.
So, can we get her on Instagram,
and trust
please?
me, you don't want no naked pictures of me. I'm a mom. That means things are hanging in places.
Well, you gotta work it out a little bit. You gotta work it out.
I know. I just need a man, and then I'll be working it out. So, but Oh, look, he left.
At the end of the interview, he's gone, guys.
So that's it, yeah.
Rain Pryor, it was an absolute privilege. Thank you so much. Oh, no, it's all good. We out of here, guys.